lovely people. I welcome you to this live impromptu. So, as you can see from the title of the video, I don't know if any of you were in the way of the hurricane that just happened last week, but I live in North Carolina. Yes, I live in North Carolina here in the area of Charlotte. And yep, the hurricane, it came our way. We had flooding. Some part of our cities were flooded. Yeah, it wasn't easy at all. I'm even laughing at it. I was so frustrated last Friday. Last Friday we were without electricity. Yeah, last Friday we were without electricity. Saturday we were without electricity. I think it came Saturday night. Yeah. Power came on Saturday night. And it was, we were shouting. It was as if we've been starved out of the electric power for like years. It was as if we've been starved. And the sad part is that everything inside my refrigerator got spoiled. Yeah. I had to throw everything out. Welcome, whoever just joined. If the hurricane was in your way, comment in the session. Okay, put your comments down. My heart goes out to all the nurses, healthcare workers, whose house, whose properties, everything, got eroded, got messed up by this hurricane, this flooding. I know that some cities from the Asheville area. Hello from New York City. Hello, Miss Savannah Rodriguez. I hope I said your name right. Hello, I hope you are doing well. Are you an NCLEX student? Are you a nurse? Are you a CNA? Are you an LPN? Please put your comments. Put your comment down. Let me know. Answer. Let me know. Um, are you a nurse? As in, are you an LPN or an RN? Are you a CNA? Are you trying to get into the healthcare field? I'm glad you and oh yes, we had power outage for 2 days. Okay, 2 days, 2 miserable days. Yes, everything inside my fridge, I had to throw it away. Everything in my fridge because I was concerned as a mother, as a nurse, for food poisoning since the refrigerator had lost its freezing power for that long. I didn't want to take any chances at all. So I cleared in fact, if you see my fridge, it's pathetic. It's empty. Okay. I cooked fresh meal. I think was it Sunday morning when the lights came on, when the power came on, and the fridge started working. Yeah, I made some spaghetti, and then what else? Rice and beans, fresh meal at least, so that my kids will have something fresh to eat. It wasn't. We were contemplating that if it doesn't come on, we will have to go to a hotel that Saturday. So then that night, then the power came on. Yeah, God was so merciful to us. I have to go back to school, becoming a CNA to save up tuition for nursing. I used to be an HHA though. Oh, okay. You used to be a home health aide. Okay. So what industry are you in right now? Are you working in a different industry? Because you said I used to, which means that is in the past. So did you stop the HHA and went into sales? Went into marketing, went into different sector, and now you are trying to get back into CNA. What's your situation? Anyways, yeah. So hurricane, tropical storm, Helene, Helena, whatever that name is called. I strongly believe that as believers, we could have prayed more and stopped this storm from coming. I'm a believer and I love prayers, and I know what prayers can do. So we should have been praying more. So God would have revealed to us that this crazy storm was coming. The sad part is that it killed people in Florida. Yeah. Yes, it came back on. So I threw everything out, cleansed the fridge, and then cooked fresh meal. Yeah. So even these coming days, I have to cook more food and give variety to my babies, my kids to eat. Yeah. The sad part is the fact that I think about either 42, if I'm not mistaken. It might be more than that, but the news, the last news I watched about, because I really didn't want to even hear about it anymore. Looking at the devastation, the loss, the mess, the big damage that this storm had left us. I didn't even want to hear the news about it anymore because it has eroded a whole interstate on the Asheville. Those of us in North Carolina, if you're in North Carolina, you know Asheville, you know the Asheville city. So I was reading the news. It had eroded half or almost the entire interstate. An entire interstate has been eroded by this tropical storm, which makes it really, really crazy, super, super crazy. And I thank God. I pray that nobody died in North Carolina, because looking at the loss, how it has, it flooded over some houses, those small, small houses. It flooded over them. And some of them, even the tall ones, you can see that it was half of the building. The cars that was cleared. I can't imagine if we are a single mother, you know, if you are a middle class income person, and had to go through all this challenge, you know, this is like an unplanned emergency, an unplanned situation. You never envision, you never imagine that your life will be turned upside down like that. You know, my kids are home. So if you hear any shouting, it's coming from them. Elisha, hey, Elisha, please bring your voice down. I'm doing a live recording, please. Thank you. I have to tell them to keep quiet a little bit. They just came home, and anytime they come home, they will start shouting and screaming and fighting each other. By the way, I have 2 boys and 2 girls.
Can't we sister? Can't we sick?
Look at this one here.
Can't we?
That's my little one. I was sleeping and she just came back from her daycare, came to bang on my door. Boom, boom, boom. I woke up. Gloribel, what is it? I want you to give me candy. I'm like, oh dear. Is this the reason why you woke me up? Oh, motherhood. Some of them are very sweet and some of them are not.
Sister, can't we sister happy?
Okay. Yo. Please don't go out, okay? Don't go to anybody's house. Please.
I'm so afraid with the outside. To run right back.
She want to seek permission to go and play outside. He said, currently I'm unemployed but trying to get hired in maintenance or housekeeping again for quick cash for the CNA train. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I wish you the best, Miss Savannah. I pray that the employment that you are seeking, you'll be able to get it. Now, as someone who is interested in doing coming back into the healthcare sector, which not only the basic thing is to have that love to take care of other people, and the second after that is that you get some job security, because healthcare workers, I don't know where it's going to say that healthcare workers were laid off. They want to downsize. They are always in demand. The employers and those corporate people, they need us. They need us to work. But I don't know if you are technologically savvy. You know your basic Microsoft Word, Excel, those things. You know how to, use your phone for editing, and making videos and everything. There are so many things that you can start doing online, not just, it's good to always have a stable and steady income that can fuel your passion, and everything. However, one thing I can say is that there are so many opportunities online. Okay, you can start, learning how to make money online the legitimate way. Okay, the legitimate way. So, and if I want to make a video about it, it's going to be long. It's going to be long. And that's why I love to teach women. I love to tell women, ABC. You can add A, B, C, and D together and start something like this. Okay, and there are some things that you can start doing that you don't have to be really, really super computer savvy. There are some businesses that you can start going in with little to no money. I tell you. In fact, the information out there, if you get in touch with the right people that are honest and legit and really, really seek for your interest, they have your interest at heart, they want to help you succeed, you will find out that there are the businesses that you can get into that is so easy to get into. Okay, you can start doing it in the matter of 1 to 2 months, into the third month. And then if you are doing it right and following the proper structure and everything, you will start making money. Yes, you start making money. One of them that I am going to be talking about in the next couple of weeks when I'm done with some things that I'm doing in my business, it's about DNA testing. You don't have to be a CNA, a nurse, or anything, but you can start making decent money starting a business called DNA testing. I don't know whether any of you have heard of that. And it starts by looking for the right information. You need to know how to search online on Google, okay, for the right information. There's so many. I don't want, as a woman, I don't want you to limit yourself. I don't want us to limit ourselves, and I don't want us to have a myopic mindset. One way of thinking. It has to really be at this direction. If it's not going this direction, then we don't see the point or the need. I tell you the truth. There are so many alternatives. There are so many options. You just want to make sure that you are consuming the right information. The time that you will use to go and watch YouTube videos, that doesn't put money in your pocket. I'll tell you that. Use it to watch videos that will bring you some skills, that will bring you some money. It will show you how to generate income, because we live in a world that you can't even rely on being just a CNA. I can't rely on just being an RN working in the VA in the med surg. That's why I have multiple streams of income. So a day comes that they are, let me excuse my language, they are fooling at the workplace. They want to micromanage me. Very soon, by the grace of God, I'm starting my DMP by God willing next month, if my plan should go well. And in a year time, I will have my DMP. And someone who is, excuse me to say, beneath my degree and everything, will want to micromanage me and want to, get on my nerves or anything. No, I'll get out of that place. Why? Because I'm at a level where I am being exposed to so many information. I have so many options besides just being stuck at the hospital in a med surg floor. Why? Because I plug myself into places and align myself with business partners, with people that have business mindset, millionaire making mindset. I'm about to go into partnership with a guy in Florida. This guy is a multi-millionaire. I mean, his worth is over 10 million plus dollars. He said, Rosalind, I'm going to help you set this business as a registered nurse. It is in your jurisdiction to do this kind of business. I didn't even know. Okay, I didn't even know. So getting connected to the right people, it's all that you need. Don't limit yourself to just the confines of your home and your family members who, excuse me to say, might not have any higher education or don't even want to better themselves in education or anything of that sort. I'm talking about the healthcare industry. Whether you want to work in the healthcare industry or other industries, there are right information out there. Connect yourself and don't let your time, don't use your time to consume stuff videos on. Don't waste your time on YouTube watching things that will make you laugh. Ha ha ha. At the end of the day, it doesn't put $1, 1 cent in your pocket. That era has to be done with. Don't limit yourself that if I don't get this kind of job, then I will not be able. There are ways that we can make money. There are ways that you can make money even before you get the one that they will put you 9 to 5 or 7p 7a. There are ways. There are ways. As long as, see, I'm telling the people that are in my business consulting, they are my clients in my business consulting agency. I tell them, look, as you put in the number of years to work for that company that you are working for, whether it's a hospital, nursing home, whatever agency, that same effort, if you had put it inside a company that you open, where would you, don't you think you have more freedom, more leisure? Because it is raining, it is storming, but guess what? You have to drive inside that storm. Because if you don't do, that employer will fire you. If you own your own business, whether it's digital, online, or you do in-person service, if you own your own thing and the storms are coming and the rain is falling and you didn't feel like going to work, do you have to answer to anybody? Think about this, ladies. If there's a gentleman working, think about it. See, these are some of the things that motivate, that drives me to do what I'm doing, to get myself into multi-businesses. Why? Because I'm coming at a point where I will no longer have to answer to anybody. I will answer to myself. I will choose the day I get up and go to work, the time I get up and go to work. Why? Because I own that business. Okay? I sit at the comfort of my home. And guess what? Within 2 hours, I make $500. And I use an entire 12 hours to make that same money, and then plus tax that will deduct and all the other things that will come out of it. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are 40 years, like I am, you have 30 years to work to be 70. 70, I use the number 70. Why? Because my Bible says that our days on earth is but 70. And if it goes further, it goes to 80. But even up to 80 is full of troubles, according to Psalm 90. Okay, when you read Psalm 90, I believe when you read from verse 11, 12 down, that's where that scripture is. Okay, so I told myself, Rosalind, I have 30 years or maybe 25 years to be active, so that by the age of 65 or by the time I'm 50 or 55, I will not be at the message floor struggling and bantering words with young girls, young RNs who have no respect, no honor for their elderly people. Because there's a generation rising that has no fear, no respect whatsoever for the elderly because they are not brought up right. So I go to work and I see these, older nurses, gray hair. Every time they are fighting, they are gossiping, they are, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't want to be like this. I say that in my heart. I said, I don't want to be like this. I will not be at this age working in a message floor. By the time I reach that age, I will own multi-conglomerate business. I will work for myself. I will earn that respect. Okay, then you see the older nurses, they are fighting over assignment with the younger nurses. Have you ever heard of the term nurses eat their young? You will see some, I call them old witches. I call them old witches. You will see old nurses. When I used to work in the nursing home, old nurses, they are so full of gossip, jealous. They are full of jealousy, like jealousy, pure eye red jealousy. And they'll be fighting the young nurses over assignment and everything. I'm like, if the tone was set right for them, if it was set right for them, at that age, they shouldn't be in the nursing home doing that kind. They could have been in a higher position where they don't have to fight with the younger nurses over assignment, and then will be going to the DON to tell a tale about other. No. You have to set the tone right now. Now that you have the energy, get the right information, do something for yourself. The Bible says that a good parent, a good father, leave a legacy, an inheritance for his children and children, the other children, the generation unborn. You understand? So now is the time that you set a tone. You teach your children. You get into that entrepreneurship space. Be successful. Teach your children. As they go to school, you teach them entrepreneur because they will not learn that in school. You teach them. You push them into business so they can be independent. They can work for themselves and not be tired to no. I Back in my country, there's a wise saying. It said, a word to the wise is enough. You just have to say just a little bit. I came here to motivate ourselves. I'm praying for all those nurses, CNAs, all those health workers, and even the non-health workers who tropical Helene, it got in our way, has destroyed a lot of things. I'm praying that everybody will be able to recover out of this mess, out of this damage that this storm has caused all of us, and then everybody will be able to get back on their feet. In God's name, they will be able to get back on their feet and recover. And I know this is going to cause a lot of mental issues with a lot of people. It's going to break a lot of homes because they'll be devastated, and then a whole lot of marriages will be on the rocks because financially they'll be at the bottom, and then picking each other up will not be easy. So I pray for the peace of God to reign in everybody that has gone through this mess since last week. I pray for safety for them. I pray that God will provide, will make a way where there is and seems to be no way for them, so they can recoup something and be able to pick their life back together and be able to get back to. I know the journey of recovery to normalcy will not be a week or two or a year, but I pray that God will make it easy for them. That's my prayer today. And then all those who are seeking, number one tip before I go, when you can't stand your boss and then you are at work that you feel like, I don't belong here, I really should be doing it. That is your entrepreneurship spirit kicking your brain, kicking your heart, telling you to get up and do something. Don't ignore that feeling. Don't ignore that thought. Get up and do something. Your children and your children's children will thank you someday, some years. Okay? We got to leave a legacy on this earth, a mark that years to come, you will be remembered. Even if not by the world, by our immediate family. You will forever be in their heart and they will be forever grateful. And I believe that our God given assignment would have been fulfilled. Don't leave the earth without fulfilling those assignments. Again, I love you guys. And if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section. I do my best to come in there every other day or so to answer. So be sure if you type a question, be sure to come back to it and see whether it has been answered. Don't leave it at that and go your way. Some people leave the question, you answer them, but you never hear from them. I usually will put my number there. I usually put my email there, but I never hear back from them. I don't know why, but anyways, I hope if you put something, you come back, look at whether you got an answer. And in my video description, I always leave information how you can contact me. I wish everybody the best. I wish everybody the success. If anything is not, clicking right when it comes to terms of NCLEX, when it comes to business as a nurse or as a healthcare provider, let me know. Okay, send me an email. I'll do my best to send you information that will help you. Okay, I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Okay, stay safe for me. All right, so I come your way again. Bye.